Hey Internet, it's me. And him.
Praise Jesus.
And we just watched... Already forgotten what it was called.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called either.
Strange Desires?
Yeah.
I think that's it. It'll be in the title of the video. I will say right off the bat, the big takeaway from this movie for me, I've been doing casual sex wrong the whole time. This had really high ratings. That was one of the reasons I went with this one. Like, I think you saw them at the beginning, but like the IMDb ratings were like...
Didn't notice.
Like when I pulled them up, it was like 98 and like 83 for critics and viewers. Like it was really high. And then we watched the movie. I don't know how I feel. I'm very torn. Like,
Or Natalie and Bruglia.
there were that is a great song. There are parts of it that were interesting, but overall it was like I don't know what happened. I think is the main thing.
Well, it's very obvious what happened.
Yeah,
It was well acted. The question is, did the way they tell the story make it worthwhile? At first, I was like, no, but then it happened. I'm like, okay, I see why they did. They weren't twists. I don't think there were any twists in this movie. It was all just reveals.
Yeah.
Because of the way they told the story in certain chapters and they went out of order. And I think it was, at first I was like, oh, stupid, I don't like when movies do this. But then as they revealed things, it made sense. I'm like, okay, cool.
Like each time they went back, it framed something differently, and you got a little more of the story.
Right.
I still don't understand the whole thing though. Like why did she just decide to kill people?
Why does anyone just decide to kill people? For fun? Because she's crazy? She said she saw the devil in everyone?
That was the thing, yeah. I don't know, I didn't fully understand her motivation. I don't know why everything happened the way it did.
Yeah, don't need to. Don't need to in this movie. Just need to know that she's a murderer and she's good at getting away with it until she isn't.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, everything was very well acted. Like, it was very good. And even the way they framed it, like, you didn't know what the twists were going to be because everyone was acting the roles well. It's hard to explain, but, like, it makes sense if you see it. Like, we're in spoiler territory now, but, like, when they're in bed at first, it really seems like he's choking her out or he's being violent or he went too far.
Right.
And then when you go back and realize, oh, that's what she wanted, like, it doesn't take away what you saw. It still made sense. They just add to it and reframe it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, the acting was great. And like you said, the storytelling device of, jumping around and going back and forth and doing the chapter thing, like, I'm not usually a big fan either, but it does really work. Like, the way they did it for this specific story, like, definitely fits. It was the best way to tell this story. Overall, just didn't really do it for me. No. Like, visually it looked good, it was well acted, I get what they were going for, but I don't know, those ratings are overblown. I would not rate it as high as the ones I saw.
I didn't see what the ratings were, but it was good. I enjoyed the acting, I enjoyed the reveals. It made me mad because I think of other women in real life that have gotten away with stuff that they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Not anything that's happened to me, but like in news stories.
You're so going to get canceled for saying that now.
But it's true. I mean, there's so many women that are guilty that have, and so many women that have like accused men of later. Like I saw a thing on Reddit today, a woman that accused a man of rape, and he got off 6 years later after she admitted that it was a lie. It was good. I think my biggest issue was it was a little long-winded. Like everyone was such a good actor that they had to give everybody longer moments to act when they should have condensed it.
Which is funny because at first, like, I remember thinking, man, this is going really fast. Like, those first few chapters were really quick. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be a really short movie. But then, the later chapters lasted longer. And then they snuck in that epilogue, so really it was 7 chapters, not 6, which that's cheating. If you say it's in 6 chapters, you don't get an epilogue. You just get your 6. But, yeah, I don't know, for me, it was just, I would call it average. Like, the cinematography was good. It looked good. I know they said at the beginning, like, all scenes shot on 35mm. Okay. It did look good, and the acting was great. It was just, for whatever reason, this story just did not click with me. Like, it was told well. It didn't do it for me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying the other night when we were saying that the assault was too real and we don't want to watch an assault. It was kind of like maybe it was like this thing for you where it was too real and that it was just weird sex shit and then murders.
Yeah, I don't know. It just,
but not in a fun way.
Yeah, just I don't know. Didn't do it for me. Like I was watching it, and everyone did a good job at it. I could not get into it. It was not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I'll say it's middle of the road. It was good. I don't know if it was the best we've seen so far. I mean, it might be because everything has just been middle of the road to subpar.
There has been a lot of this year so far. There's been a lot of just kind of middle of the road. But I don't know.
We're just getting old and jaded. And we don't enjoy things like we used to.
Pretty much it. Nothing's fun anymore. We're old now. But yeah, that's the movie. It was. I don't know. If you want to watch it, go for it. Like, it's not offensive. It's not necessarily a waste of your time, but I'd call it average. I guess it's fine. It wasn't for me, but I don't hate it. So yeah,
it was just middle of the road good.
If you want to watch it, watch it. If not, you're not missing much. And either way, see you tomorrow with another movie.